Okay, here we are trying to accurately identify what the domain and range are. And it says you have 8 cups of flour. It takes 1 cup of flour to make 24 cookies. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. And the function C of f equals 24f represents the number of cookies C that can be made with f cups of flour. Okay. If you look along this bottom axis, you will see that that's a small set of numbers. And what is the small set of numbers? It's corresponding to the input, f. F, the input, the domain is going to come from what possible values can we use for f. Okay. So f represents the number of cups of flour. And when we look at this problem, we see that you have 8 cups of flour. So we could calculate the output for up to 8 cups of flour. So if we look along the bottom axis here, the lowest, we can't use less than 0 flour. 0 is the least we can use. But the highest we can use is 8 because we don't have any more than that. So we have from 0 to 8 here. The input value is from 0 to 8. It's not really clear why it is that this is here at 1, except to say that maybe you have to use at least a cup of flour, but I disagree. Maybe you don't end up making any cookies at all, in which case you don't use any flour at all, and you're down here at 0 cups of flour used, 0 cookies produced. So it actually should go all the way to 0, 0 like that does. Okay? So the domain, the number of cups of flour that we could use. By the way, anytime you see like C of f, that's going to be the range. That's going to be the output value, C of f, or f of x, or whatever the function rule applied to the variable means what are we going to get out? Okay, so the domain is numbers that you put in. So we need domain values to be this. The amount of flour we use is from 0 to 8. Again, the domain is not from 1 to 8. We don't have to use 1 cup of flour. We could use none. So I'm going to mark B, and then let's look all the rest of the way. Okay, what if we used 0 cups of flour? We would have 0 cookies from that. So the range, the lowest amount we'd have is 0. Well, if we did 8 cups of flour, 24 cookies from each one, we would end up being able to calculate that by saying 24 cookies from each cup of flour, and we used 8 cups. So what do we get? 8 times 4 is 32. Carry the 3. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 3 is 19, 192. So the maximum flour we could use was 8 cups, and producing 24 cookies, which with each one would produce a total of 192 cookies. So the range is from 0 cookies produced to a total highest possible 192 produced. And that's up to there. So it is B. Looks good. We're done.